Hello, this is Robert Giuliano of the American College of Cardiology, and I'm here today in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, at the European College of Cardiology meetings. And with me is Dr. Harry Buller from the Netherlands. And Harry, you presented what I think is the most exciting news so far that I've heard at these ESC meetings, with the result of a novel anticoagulant in patients with acute DVT and PE. We will love to have your insight, and what are the key messages for our audience here?
No, thank you for the compliment. Yeah, we're very happy to report it here. Hokusai VTE was actually designed, this is the last of the 4 novel anticoagulants. And so we took advantage of some of the things we have learned in the past. So largely 8,292. I know that for atrial fibrillation investigator that's a small number, but for VT that's a very big number. And I think the unique features include that we left the low molecular weight heparin intact. So there's low molecular weight heparin for 5 days, followed a fixed dose of edoxaban, 60 milligram. We lowered the dose in a subgroup with renal insufficiency and a weight cut. But basically it's low molecular weight heparin followed by edoxaban, contrasting that to the standard treatment, low molecular weight heparin followed by vitamin K. And we basically had 3 objectives. We want to show non-inferiority because low molecular weight heparin VK is very effective. So if we achieve that, we would be happy, and we did. The non-inferiority is very, very clear, even if you look at statistical, but if you look at the clinical data, it's spot on. We showed less bleeding, 20% less bleeding. And I think also the pattern of bleeding, less intracranial and less retroperitoneal, which really start to emerge from the AF data, is already very clear, but VT just reproduces that. And finally, we looked at certain subgroups. So by having the low molecular weight heparin, we had hoped that physician would feel comfortable entering the full spectrum, including the severe. And I think we succeeded. And there's an interesting observation. Those with right ventricular dysfunction assessed by BNP or by the CT scan, the comparison of low molecular weight heparin, edoxaban versus standard treatment was actually superior. But I think very important to see that this regimen also works in that group. And the last point is that lowering of the dose, 30 milligram, was done in 18-19%. So there's quite a sizable group. And also there is what we got what we wanted. We maintained efficacy, but is really clearly safer, less bleeding, statistically significant, but also clinically relevant. So that lowering of the dose, I think, is one other option for physicians. So taking it together, yes, you use low molecular weight heparin a few days, you go over to single pill of edoxaban, no monitoring, and lowering of the maintenance dose in the ones below 60 kilos and 30 to 50 creatinine clearance, and these strong PGP inhibitors.
Well, that's wonderful. It certainly sounds like a lot of good news for our patients and healthcare providers in the future.
I think so.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you very much for joining me today.
Pleasure.
Yes, and thank you all.